232, man, it's your boy Jay coming to the vid every single day. And right here, this video is a college football week 6 prediction video. But I also want to talk about week 5 real quick. Week 5 college football, we saw the Alabama Crimson Tide defeat the Georgia Bulldogs. Just how I knew we would. You know, people have said Georgia is a new standard of college football, and I've always been very curious about why is that. You know, I never saw Georgia as a college football powerhouse over Alabama at all, and it seems like these people keep on trying to make these false narratives. David Pollyak, for example, the night they were destroying TCU in the national championship game, Nick Saban was on the desk and he was saying like how basically Georgia had passed up Alabama, and it's crazy. And the next year in the SEC championship game, Nick Saban and Alabama would beat Georgia, and we beat Georgia again this past Saturday. And Georgia fans need to realize this: if it wasn't for the committee putting sorry TCU in the college football playoff, y'all would only have that one champion. Y'all would not went back to back at all if they would have not just put sorry TCU in the playoffs. Alright? And that's all it is, man. And let's talk about Ryan Williams. Hollywood Ryan Williams, man. This kid right here, 17 years old, out here doing folks dirty. Ryan Williams is a special talent. He's a generational talent, I don't, it's crazy the way what a pick. It is crazy the way he's been playing, and he's supposed to be a senior in high school. Speaking of Ryan Williams, look at this play right here. Who's making that play? Who's making that play, man? Special talent. And see what he's doing against the pups, the little Georgia pups, and it's just so funny to me, how Georgia think they on a different level than Alabama, where Alabama is the one that's on a different level than teams in college football. What I like about Coach DeBoer is that you can see the standard is still the standard. And even though it might look a little different, the defense after a turnover, they're gonna take a picture. It might be more happy-go-lucky friendly. Hey, that's exactly how it's gonna be. It's gonna be a little different area, but the standard remains the standard. Alabama is still the standard of college football, and I can't wait to see how far and how this season gonna go. So that's part of my little get back to week 5 from last week. I want to talk about the Alabama and Georgia game. I had to touch base on that and to let folks know where Alabama and Georgia stand between each other in college football. So this week in college football, we don't have that. This is a sorry week of college football. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that great, impactful week. So let's get into some of the games. We got Oregon versus Michigan State. I got Oregon defeating Michigan State, and probably a blowout. Blowout, man. Then we got Syracuse versus UNLV. UNLV has been balling, man. Their quarterback quit on them over some NIL money, so he is a loser for that. So UNLV quarterback, he's a loser. So I'm going for UNLV to get that dub over Syracuse, man. Jeremiah Smith, another true freshman dominant receiver, man. He's a beast. I think he's already for Ohio State wide receiver 1, ain't he? Gotta be. All right, speaking of Ohio State, they play against Iowa. This is their first real game of the season. Ohio State, that is. I got Ohio State destroying Iowa. Iowa ain't gonna be able to score points unless it's a new team. Maybe it is, but until I gotta see get somebody that's good. So I think it'll be the same team. So I got Ohio State picking up the dub, a single-handedly beat down. And then we got Georgia coming off of a loss to Alabama. Stop me if you haven't heard that before. They playing against Auburn, our little brother, Auburn. So we got two little brothers going at it, man. I think the Georgia will get beat down at Auburn, man. Auburn ain't got no offense at all. They don't have a quarterback, to be honest with you, man. So free Cam Coleman and Perry Thompson, man. We got freedom boys, man. They get a 5 day. Like then they get freeze, man. Thompson freeze warning, boy. They're gonna freeze your career. You're gonna get from that dude. All right. So next up, we got Florida State versus Clemson. I got Clemson picking up a dub because Florida State don't have a quarterback at all. DJ Uiagalelei is now hurt, and they're going to maybe go with a new quarterback. Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, of course. Next up, we got Tennessee versus Arkansas. I got Tennessee picking up a dub. Still, Tennessee, I still got to see how they play against somebody with legitimate talent. Maybe this could be their first one, but we'll see how they get tested up. See, next up we got Michigan versus Washington. I think Washington will get the loss. Yeah, I think Michigan. This is the championship rematch. I think Michigan will get dubbed. Michigan, I think just got too much power in the run game. I don't think Washington will be able to stop the ground. Then we got UCF versus Florida. I got UCF going into Gainesville getting the upset dub. Is this even the upset? I don't know. Y'all let me know if that's the upset. I got UCF going into Gainesville and beating Florida. Alright, and then this is the game where college game day is at. We got Miami and Cal. I got Miami winning. They barely snuck through Virginia Tech last week. Crazy game looking back at that. So last game I want to talk about is Missouri versus Texas A&M. I think the game is in Texas A&M, but I got Luther Bolden and the Missouri. It's probably the best game of the whole college football weekend. So I got those two as probably the best game of the weekend. I got Mizzou getting dub. I think Mizzou get dub. And Alabama this week takes on Vanderbilt in a very interesting game. As our old head coach Coach Saban would say, rat poison. So this week they laid rat mouse traps around the practice facility, try to signal guys ready for a trap game, which is 100% true. This is a trap game after coming off of beating Georgia. You know, think you did something, but in reality we ain't did anything. We beat Georgia because we expected to beat Georgia. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. So we now gotta, oh my God, what a terrible throw. So like what we just gotta now is bounce back and mentally and be ready against Vanderbilt. And I think we'll be, man. So Ty will be getting ready to roll. And I can't wait for Saturday, man. College football week almost here. I can't wait to see it, man. Gang.